You ever been working with a roofing contractor and you think everything's going really well and he says he's going to get back to you, maybe give you an estimate, and then days go by, maybe even a couple weeks, and you don't ever hear from him again? What's going on with that? A lot of times homeowners are quick to blame contractors. Contractors are just so flaky. They don't ever return my calls. They don't ever answer my emails. Hi everybody, this is Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing, and welcome to another one of our Walk in the Park videos. This time, let's talk about what you shouldn't say to a roofer. Will you pay my deductible? Yeah, that's a big one not to ask a roofer, because in most states, that's illegal. In Colorado, where I am, that's illegal. So if you ask that question of your roofer, not only are you asking him to break the law, commit insurance fraud, but you're also communicating something. You're kind of communicating something about your expectations. You're communicating that you expect that your insurance company and your roofer should team up and give you a free roof, and that you shouldn't have any part in the purchase of that new roof. So that's a big one. Will you pay my deductible? Don't ask your roofer that question. I'm just looking for a deal. Well, of course, everybody's looking for a deal, right? Everybody wants to make a wise purchase. Everybody wants to get the most out of the money that they're going to spend. That makes total sense. We all get that. As roofing contractors, we like to get good deals too. But if you tell your roofing contractor that you're just looking for a deal, usually that's at the part of the process where you've got roofing contractors that are giving you estimates or bids. So if you tell a roofing contractor you're just looking for a deal, what you've just told the roofer really is that you're probably looking for the lowest price. Well, I don't know too many roofers that go into a sales meeting or an inspection meeting thinking, I want to be the lowest priced roofer out of all of them. So if you tell a roofer, I'm just looking for a deal, chances are pretty good he's not even going to try to give you an estimate. He's probably not going to return your calls. Well, this one's kind of related. I'm getting estimates. Okay, that makes total sense. If you're paying for the project yourself, if your insurance company is paying for the project, guess what? It doesn't matter how many different estimates you get, your price is the same. We've talked about that on other videos. I'll just link to that. But if all you have to pay is your deductible, that means your price is the same no matter what the roofer's estimate comes out as. Your job should be to find a roofer that you trust, find one that you think is going to do the best job for you, find one that you think that you're going to have a good working relationship with, and use that roofer. Because remember, if your insurance company is paying, the costs are all the same. Can you tell me what it's going to cost? So you're talking to a roofing contractor or maybe the office manager for a roofing company, and on the phone, like, hey, can you just tell me what this is going to cost? Okay, again, I kind of get that question, right? Because if you're just kind of in the research stage of it, maybe you don't feel like you want to waste somebody's time to come out and give you an estimate. It actually costs the roofing contractor a fair amount of money to come out and do the inspection, work up an estimate for you, buy the aerial imagery to get the measurements and all that. So I can kind of understand that. But can you tell me what it's going to cost? And the roofer's not even been out to your house. Boy, that's really tough, right? Well, it's going to cost somewhere, if you're re-roofing your house, somewhere between $5,000 and $130,000, right? It all depends on the roof. Well, can't you just look at my roof on Google and give me an idea? No, because there are so many factors involved. And unless a roofer actually comes out to your property to look at the roof, he's not going to be able to give you any kind of an accurate estimate. So if you're trying to get ballpark figures, how much is it going to cost to replace my roof? Between $5,000 and probably $130,000. Does that help? I talked to another roofer and he said he would do it for fill in the blank. $3,000 less, $12,000 less, $50,000 less. I don't know. It does, the amount really doesn't make any difference. I talked to another roofer and he said he would do it for less. Okay. What do you want your roofer to say to that? Right? Are you hoping to just get 2 or 3 roofers kind of in a bidding war for your job, and if that's what you're looking for, most of the time you're not going to get a professional roofer who's going to play that game. Professional roofers are in business to stay in business, to provide excellent service to their customers, and to make a good profit out of it. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you're trying to pit one roofer against another, kind of using price points to do that, that's probably not going to go very well for you. That's probably why your roofer's not calling you back. Can you just email me the estimate? Let's put on the brakes on that one. Why do you want the person to just email you the estimate? Now, if you're asking somebody, can you just email me the estimate? That probably implies that the roofer wants to come back over, sit down and talk with you, and you're afraid of having to sit through a sales presentation. I get it. Nobody likes to sit through sales presentations. I don't like to sit through sales presentations. But if you're having the roofers just email you the estimates, how in the world are you going to know the difference between them? Because they're all going to be filled with several line items. Oftentimes, you're not going to understand what the verbiage means in those line items. If there's a big difference between the costs, how are you going to know why that is? If you sit down with a roofing contractor and maybe there is a big difference between the prices, you can ask him, hey, why is yours so much different from this one? I don't know. Let's see. And that gives the roofer an opportunity to explain to you why he has the line items in his estimate that he does. Maybe then it makes sense to not go with the cheapest roofer. Maybe it even makes sense to go with the most expensive roofer. But you're not going to know that if they all email you the estimate and you're trying to figure out what the difference is between each one. Can I get a discount? Oh boy, out of all of them, this is probably the one that's going to get me in the biggest trouble. Why shouldn't you ask your roofer if he's going to give you a discount? Right? Because every different group of people out there has discounts that they're conditioned to expect to get from different businesses, mostly service businesses, right? Because how many times do you ask Amazon, hey, can I get a discount? How many times do you go into Walmart or Costco or maybe a more upscale store? I don't know, what's an upscale store? Penny's, I don't know, Macy's, and say, can I get a discount? Well, you get a discount if they've got something on sale, right? That's your discount. So this one's going to get me in trouble because we're just preconditioned to think that certain types of people, certain groups of people should get discounts. I kind of view it this way. You know, it's like, whoa, let's put on the brakes again, right? If you're already asking me for a discount right up front, you know what? Let's kind of work together a little bit first. Let's develop some sort of a relationship. I mean, asking for a discount right up front, that's almost like a guy asking for a kiss on the first date. At least that's how I see it. We will give discounts. So if you're a repeat customer, guess what? You get a discount. If you've referred us to other paying work, guess what? You get a discount or you get a reward. We'll send you a nice package of meat from a local ranch. So yeah, we'll give a discount. Yeah, we'll give rewards, but that's the people who have demonstrated that they trust us, that they want to keep working with us. Don't ask your roofer just right out of the gate if you'll give a discount. You know what's even worse? When he presents you with the invoice for work that you've agreed to pay for, and then you say, can I get a discount? Right? How well does that work when you get all your stuff up to the cashier at a fancy store or at a fancy restaurant? They give you the bill and you say, can I get a discount? Maybe that's why your roofer's not calling you back. All right, so here's the last one. This one, maybe I can understand why you're asking this or why you're saying this to your roofing contractor. I just want to warn you. Really? You just want to warn me? Fill in the blank. I just want to warn you about whatever it is. I just want to warn you, I'm really particular about the color of my roof. I'm really picky about details. I really don't have the money to do this. Whatever it is, right? Fill in the blank. As soon as you start a sentence with, I just want to warn you, that's sending off all kinds of alarm bells, red flags, all kinds of stuff to your contractor. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm just making conversation, right? We've got a good relationship established. We've got a little bit of rapport going here. I just like to, let it all hang out. I like to be authentic. You know what? Don't be authentic. Don't be that authentic, okay? You can be authentic, but don't be that authentic, because that's even if you end up being a really great person to work with, that's going to put your contractor on edge. It's going to make him nervous. He's going to be filled with stress, anxiety, because I just want to warn you, right? He's thinking that through. Okay, the shoe's going to drop any moment, anytime now, right? This person is going to go off because she warned me or he warned me. So don't be that authentic. Don't warn your roofer about any of your personality traits or anything like that. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope that you've actually had fun watching it. Hopefully some of this was a little bit humorous and entertaining, but hopefully most of all, it's kind of giving you a little bit of insight into how the contractor brain works in response to some of the things that you're asking or saying. So anyway, if you've got any questions, feel free to give us a call at our office phone number right up here, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website. It's right down here, homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of information out there, lots of other educational articles and videos. We'd love it if you give us a big thumbs up on this video. If you liked it, please share the video and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the bell icon up there so that way you get notified when we've got new videos. Until our next Walk in the Park video, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.